Welcome to Stoic Virtue Hub, a home for calm strength and real self-control. Have you ever felt like someone didn't value your presence? What if you could make them feel your absence without saying a word? Stoicism teaches us one powerful truth. You don't need to beg to be remembered. You don't need to chase to be wanted. In today's video, you'll learn 12 Stoic principles that help you pull away with power, protect your energy, and become someone they silently miss. Let's begin. 1. Control your emotions, not their reactions. When you try to make someone miss you, the worst thing you can do is react emotionally. People pull away more when they feel your desperation or anger. Think about it. Have you ever been attracted to someone who is constantly anxious? Probably not. Desperation repels. Calm attracts. A Stoic doesn't let outside forces control their mood. You can feel hurt, but you don't need to show it with panic or neediness. When you respond calmly and don't chase, you create mystery, and mystery makes people think. It gives your presence more weight. Your emotional stability becomes your signature. While others spiral, you remain centered. When they see you handling their distance with grace, they start to wonder, how is this person so calm? That curiosity is the beginning of missing you. Inner practice. Each time you feel like calling or texting them, pause. Ask yourself, am I doing this from strength or fear? If it's fear, choose silence instead. Let peace become your habit. 2. Build yourself, not their image of you. When you focus on impressing someone, you lose sight of your own path. Stoicism teaches you to care only about what you can control, and that's your own growth. Here's the trap. People try to become what they think the other person wants. They change their style, their interests, their whole personality. But this never works because it's not authentic. People miss those who rise silently, who improve without needing applause. While others stay still, you move forward in mind, body, and discipline. The more you build yourself, the more you pull them back without even trying. While they're wondering why you're not chasing them, you're becoming the best version of yourself. You're reading books, exercising, learning skills. You're building a life so interesting that their absence becomes just a small chapter in your bigger story. Inner practice. Pick one goal and work on it daily. It can be reading, exercise, meditation, or writing. Let your growth speak louder than your words. 3. Master the art of silence. Don't explain, don't beg, don't overshare. The more you say, the more power you give away. But silence is strong. Silence makes them wonder. Silence makes them miss what they no longer hear. In our noisy world, silence is revolutionary. Everyone is talking, explaining, defending. When you choose silence, you stand out immediately. When you say nothing, they start to hear everything in their own mind. That's where the missing begins, in the space you leave behind. Silence forces them to fill the void. And when they try to fill it, they realize how much space you actually occupied in their life. Your silence becomes their obsession. They'll replay your last words. They'll wonder what you're thinking. They'll miss the sound of your voice precisely because they can no longer hear it. Inner practice. Speak only when necessary. Say what you mean, then be still. Use silence as your boundary and your power. 4. Detach with dignity. Sometimes people grow distant. That's okay. Let them go. But let them go with calm. No anger. No final speech. Just distance. Most people make detachment dramatic. They write long goodbye messages. They explain why they're leaving. They try to make the other person feel guilty. This is the opposite of Stoic detachment. You don't need to create a scene to show value. Quiet detachment speaks louder. When they feel your sudden stillness, it shakes them. It reminds them of the energy you once gave freely and now protect. When you detach with dignity, you leave them with respect mixed with loss. They can't be angry because you did nothing wrong. They can't dismiss you because you handled it with class. All they can do is miss the person who was strong enough to walk away. Inner practice. Repeat. I do not chase. I choose peace. Trust that walking away with silence leaves a stronger impression than any final message. 5. Live a life that glows in your absence. Become someone whose life continues to shine, even when they're not watching. If they left expecting you to fall apart, surprise them with your peace, your purpose, your glow-up. Most people pause their lives when someone important leaves. They stop exercising, socializing, growing. They wait for the person to come back so their life can resume. This is the opposite of what you should do. A Stoic lives for their own values, not for outside validation. You don't need their attention when your focus is on mastery. When mutual friends see you thriving, when life puts you back in their path and they see you glowing, that's when missing intensifies. They expected to find you broken. Instead, they find you built. They expected you waiting. Instead, they find you living. Inner practice. Create a morning and evening routine. Fill your day with value, not with waiting. Show them your life didn't pause when they stepped away. 6. Give no reaction. Give yourself power. Nothing makes someone feel your absence more than when you stop reacting. People often test you with silence, with indirect comments, or sudden coldness. Don't take the bait. When someone pulls away, they're often testing to see how much they matter to you. They want to see if you'll chase, if you'll break, if you'll react. Your reaction gives them power. It tells them they still control your emotions. But when you don't react, when you meet their silence with your own peace, that's when you reclaim your power. When you stop reacting, you start controlling the situation. You leave them guessing. That's where longing begins. They throw stones expecting to hear the splash. When they hear nothing, they wonder, are you even still there? Inner practice. Observe more. Respond less. Let their games fall flat while you stay rooted in stillness. They'll remember your calm when chaos returns to them. 7. Carry peace like a shield. Most people carry anxiety. Most speak too much, scroll too much, chase too much. Be different. Let your calm become your identity. When they think of you, let them remember your peace, not your pressure. In a world full of chaos, the peaceful person stands out like a lighthouse in a storm. Everyone is rushing, anxious, trying to control outcomes they can't control. But you carry different energy. You move through life with quiet confidence that doesn't need to announce itself. The calm person is unforgettable, especially in a noisy world. Your peace becomes their sanctuary. When they're stressed, they remember how calm you always were. When they're overwhelmed, they remember how simply you handled complexity. Inner practice. Practice sitting in silence. Meditate for 5 minutes. Go for walks without your phone. Protect your peace like it's your home, because it is. 8. Move on without announcing it. You don't need to post quotes, share sad songs, or drop hints. The strongest move is to move on quietly. Social media has made everyone a broadcaster of their emotions. People post cryptic messages, share relationship quotes, make sure everyone knows they're moving on. But this defeats the purpose. When you announce you're moving on, you're still engaging with the situation. True moving on is silent. It's private. It's between you and your growth. Let them see you disappear from their world, not out of pain, but out of self-respect. They'll notice. They always do. The silence of your absence speaks louder than any announcement could. When they realize you're not trying to make them jealous or get their attention, it creates a different kind of missing. Inner practice. Take back your energy. Stop checking their profile. Block out reminders. Focus only on what builds you, not what breaks you. 9. Stop seeking closure. Stoics don't beg for closure. They understand that not everything needs an explanation. We want to know why. We want explanations. We want closure conversations. But here's the Stoic truth. Closure is a luxury, not a necessity. You can heal without understanding. You can move forward without explanations. You give yourself peace, not through someone else's words, but through your own mindset. If they left you confused or silent, let that be the answer. Your response is to grow, not to beg. Seeking closure keeps you attached to the past. It keeps you hoping for a conversation that may never come. When you stop seeking closure, you start creating it. When you stop waiting for their explanation, you start writing your own story. Inner practice. Write this down. Closure is my decision, not their permission. Read it every day until you feel free. 10. Be unavailable without bitterness. There's a difference between ignoring and devolving. You don't have to hate anyone. You just stop giving your energy to those who didn't value it. Many people think being unavailable means being bitter or angry. But Stoic unavailability is different. It's not about punishment. It's about protection. It's not about hurting them. It's about healing yourself. Your absence becomes your boundary. Your growth becomes your silence. And your silence becomes their regret. You can wish them well from a distance while still protecting your energy. This kind of unavailability is powerful because it's clean. There's no mixed message. You're simply not available for the kind of relationship they offered. Inner practice. Limit your access. Be online less. Be emotionally less available to those who bring no peace. Let your distance speak your worth. 11. Become so rare they can't find another you. Rarity creates value. When you stop doing what everyone else does, chasing, oversharing, pleading, you rise. In a world where everyone is desperate for attention, the person who doesn't need it becomes invaluable. In a world where everyone is chasing, the person who attracts becomes irreplaceable. The rare person becomes the standard. The silent one becomes the voice in their head. The grounded one becomes the one they can't replace. Most people are predictable. They react the same way to the same situations. But you respond instead of react. You grow instead of complain. You build instead of break. You choose peace instead of chaos. When they try to find someone like you, they realize they can't. Your combination of strength and softness, of confidence and humility, is uniquely yours. Inner practice. Say this to yourself. I am not like the rest. I do not need to prove. My calm is enough. 12. Let time do the missing. The last principle is simple but powerful. Let time do the work. You don't need to force anything. Time reveals what matters. Time softens pride. Time builds clarity. Missing is a slow burn. It builds over time. It deepens with distance. It grows with silence. In the beginning, it might feel relief. But time changes everything. Time reveals the value of what was lost. In your absence, they will feel your energy. In your silence, they will hear your presence. In your distance, they will remember your closeness. Let time deliver what your effort cannot. Inner practice. Each day, ask yourself, did I act with dignity? If yes, trust time. It always shows the truth. Final Stoic reflection. Don't explain. Don't chase. Don't beg. Just grow. Just glow. Just walk away. Their mind will return to your silence. These 12 Stoic principles don't just help you make someone miss you. They help you reclaim yourself. You become your own source of peace, your own sense of value, your own quiet power. And when that happens, people feel it. Thanks for watching Stoic Virtue Hub. Which Stoic principle spoke to your heart the most? Tell us in the comments below. Like this video if it gave you value. Subscribe for weekly wisdom that strengthens your mind and soul. And don't forget to check out our next video. Until next time, stay calm, stay rare, stay stoic.